Alright, welcome back to the Odryssian Kingdom campaign. Up right where we left off. What would you do? I mean, we are, but what would you do if I said we weren't? Probably nothing, because what could you do? Nothing. Anyway, now I need to figure out where things were in the campaign, because I've played around with a couple of other options recently. And so I'm not exactly sure what's going on in this campaign anymore. Actually, we'll send you this way. I need eyes on the Seleucids. You were going back here to replenish. Although, ironically, the replenishment rate is lower. That doesn't seem quite right. Armavir has less... I would assume it has less population. Maybe it actually has more. No, it definitely has less. I feel like replenishment should be higher here. But... see, it's winter here, so minus 10% replenishment versus winter here, which is not minus 10 replenishment, so maybe let's actually pop down into here and get the higher replenishment. Let's do that for a little bit more. Actually, let's patrol, because I think it gives us the same replenishment bonus, but it also gives us a little bit of income bonus. Still have plenty of money in the bank. I'm shocked that these guys are not replenishing. Because there should be, like, the army's mostly made up of foreigners. And it looks like there would be enough elites and warriors to make the rest of it replenish. Well, in any case, we don't have any fleets to worry about this time, so we can actually move away from here safely. Although, I wonder if that little bit of extra movement range we could get just by waiting until spring. So maybe we don't need to leave completely. Let's go ahead and go here and then just patrol. Actually, let's fortify here. You are governing, which is fine. Alright, I gotta take a minute to figure out what's actually going on. This dude...
on the move.
Okay, so they actually have some armies left. Well, some armies. They have one army remaining. And it's not much of an army, but it's still there. You still can't quite reach that. So let's maybe just move up a little bit and raid.
Starting out. Take everything.
You know what? If we're going to be going up against a garrison and an army, maybe I will want the extra reinforcements a little bit closer. Especially because their agent blocked my army from going across a bridge. That was kind of dumb. Alright, so that's those guys taken care of over here. These guys need to replenish, but for now they are still just hanging out, maintaining some public order,
Thirsty for battle.
and protecting this from a potential counterattack, even though we don't really have any enemies down here.
Ready for orders.
Just boost that all the way up, why not? This governor has leveled up, so let's get him the Empire Maintenance, actually, because public order here is fine. You distinguished gentleman. Looking at this army right now, I actually do not like the composition very much. We're definitely not taking on that force,
Warriors
so let's just go
all
ahead and fortify here on the
defending
border.
our position.
Lock them out of our territory. Now, I was considering, well, it looks like I was actually planning on going down here and then fortifying to just prevent Parthia from coming through. Am I at war with Parthia? I should be, right? Oh, I'm at war with a lot of people. But the main ones right now are Parthia and Carthage. Who the heck was that Dahe Confederation? Okay, they're Easterners. I don't need to think about them. I do need to get an army. I do have an army. I already have an army down there, don't I? Yes, I do. Alright. And these guys actually look very well capable of taking on a Carthaginian army if they get attacked. Let's see what kind of bonuses this can provide for us. If we go over here and raid, so that's quite a bit of extra money per turn. And I'm still doing all of this at the median tax rate, which is good, because it means my economy is at least somewhat well balanced.
For the tribe.
Now we have plenty of warriors available here, and we have plenty of money. So I'm going to go ahead and recruit
A bigger fleet.
a navy up to full strength. I like to have 2 navies just so that I can easily take on any one navy that they send around. Especially because Carthaginian navies are going to be really, really tough to beat. I do need to have something to protect my ports, though, because, like, Apollonia really doesn't have much by way of defense. Pillagers are still just gonna hang out. The spearmen. I am at war with Parthia. Galatia hates me, but I'm not at war with them. I'll bring the spearmen over to this city instead.
On the move, lads. Making camp.
Okay, in our provinces, everything looks fine. We're not taxing Asia, which is okay, because even if we did, it wouldn't make us very much money. We're not taxing Mada either, because of public order reasons. But everywhere else looks fine. Is loyalty still a problem? Actually, we're back in the positive on loyalty, which is kind of nice. This dude has finally come of age, but he is... Oh, excuse me, that was a yawn and a half. He is still super young, so I'm not going to bother trying to get him married just yet. These guys have a lot of household options for fleets. Let's just go with the honest man for now. But you know what, let's go ahead and throw some money at the chieftains. And then end the turn here.
Between friends, the gift of gold is often taken to be a sign of... We demand only a modest weight of coin. My master always looks
see,
kindly on generosity.
your master looks kindly on generosity. Well, maybe he should be an example of generosity. And be generous enough to save his own people. By paying me money. That's fine, it's just garrisons. They will replenish over time on their own.
Warriors all thirsty for battle.
Will it decrease public order substantially if we just pop this guy into the settlement? Yes, it will. Okay, so let's not do that.
Your next command.
Keep him out. We'll patrol this turn, and then next turn we'll put him into a fortified stance.
Ready for battle.
You guys need to get back up here and recruit.
Starting out. Warriors all.
You guys can stay here and keep replenishing it. Actually, let's pull you back to here, because I think we're going to take this city next.
Warriors all.
Over this direction, they have... Where did their actual army go?
What? The shadows are friends. There is more.
Where did their actual army go? What the heck? Did they go this way? Man, I hope not. That'd be really annoying. Are they? Oh, duh. They're right in front of my face. Alright, so what we can do here is pretty standard procedure. These guys actually have remarkably good odds to win. But instead of doing that, we would circle and force these guys into a straight fight. They should charge out of their fortifications because I have artillery. It'll be interesting to see how the balance of power bar changes from campaign map to here, if it does at all. Yeah, see, this puts us pretty much dead even, whereas the campaign map, it showed us at maybe a 65 or 70% advantage.
Spears! Warriors ready! We hunger for blood and battle!
Let's go ahead and make sure everyone's off of fire a little.
Skirmishers!
Now, I doubt I will actually have the range to shoot into this, but I would like to get that angle, so I'm going to keep that deployed off to the side a little bit. Go ahead and throw down our hoplite line.
Swords! Odryssian warriors!
Bowmen!
I'll just play this one a little cautious.
Ready for battle!
Bow horsemen!
Bow horseman, I like that. I keep forgetting that that's what this general is. Step one is going to be... Man, this feels... My controls feel weird right now. Step one is going to be move forward a little bit. Oh no, don't be like that.
To this place, brothers.
Move forward a little bit, get the artillery in range as quick as possible.
Follow me!
So I want to start shooting into this just as fast as I can. And this time I might actually try and get my hoplites to have a charge bonus before they engage in melee. Okay, let's see. Still can't quite shoot that far, which is a little annoying. But we'll give it a try. Actually gonna run slow motion just for a second while they get these first shots out. just so I can see where the shots are landing. You know what? They're not shooting at all. What if we do this? You know what? Since most of their forces are coming out on this side, let's actually just pop that down right there. See if we can pick off a few free and easy kills. Archers, go on guard mode and get ready to take this out. Okay, there are a couple of dead guys here, so our artillery is firing. Let's make sure our cavalry is in position to protect the artillery. Go ahead and put these guys on fire at will on this side.
Warriors eager for blood.
Okay, are we just gonna have to charge them? Yep, just charge them.
Draw weapons.
Take these guys out of fire at will because we don't want to shoot into our own horse. Okay, we have medium horse, they have light horse. We should win that pretty decisively.
Bowman.
Artillery, keep doing your thing.
Spears.
Get a charge. Get a charge. Remainder of the hoplites move up to hold our flanks.
We'll kill them all.
Now that you've gotten your charge,
Gotcha.
go into flanks. Engage. Oh boy, let's reform like this, not the other way. Looks like the archers have dealt with their first target, so let's give them another one. Get you guys a little charge. Get you guys working around the side. Have you stop shooting for a minute just so we can get our guys past.
We hunger for blood and battle. Spears
You guys are formed up properly. We can go ahead and put you in phalanx. Start the cav moving around. Start the Thracian warriors coming forward. Now that you got your charge bonus, do your thing.
Warriors eager for blood. Warriors eager for blood. Battle ready and eager. Warriors.
You guys stop for a second. Oh, they're not going to be able to throw their stuff. That's annoying. Cavalry keep coming around. Archers have probably killed their next target. Oh boy.
Battle ready and
You
eager.
guys come back around the flank a little bit. Well, I've messed that one up. That's okay. Let's just start hitting those spears. I don't really care who the artillery hits right now.
We hunger for blood and battle. Thracian warriors. Warriors. Blood. As you say. Warriors eager for
Can you throw your stuff yet? Or are we still going to be messed up?
Dacians. Thracian warriors.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Scorpion. We'll kill them all.
That's the cavalry, so I don't know why you guys are up there. Artillery, just go ahead and stop. Everything's so mixed up right now, I don't really care. Just stop. You guys turn around and get ready to take that out. You guys keep pushing towards the center. Okay,
One of our
that's
units
off.
has used all its ammunition.
You guys just keep holding.
Thracian warriors. They will bleed for
Well, I've
us.
messed that up pretty bad, but what can I do? See if we can just wipe
One of our
that
units
out
has used
real
all its
quick.
ammunition.
Thracian warriors.
This big old unit just charging.
Ready.
Warriors ready!
Battle ready and
Okay, you
eager.
guys come up here and get around. So their phalanx is actually wrapped around my guys right now, but that means their formation is not very good. So I should be able to take them out pretty easily. I never put these guys in phalanx, but
We'll kill them all. Gotcha. Got to slow go. Thracian
I
warriors.
Odryssian's working fine over here.
As you say!
Let's change your formation a little bit and start to move in this direction.
Move out!
Is it going to let them pass? It looks like it. Okay. Reform and attack.
Our aim is true!
Some skirmish mode we've got going here. Man, that drives me freaking crazy.
Scorpion!
Let's move the artillery up to here and just start shooting their general. Because their general might just sit in here the entire time, and if he does that, we will just shoot him to death.
We'll kill them all!
You guys go ahead and fire at will and get a charge. You guys start coming over
Our
here.
general is under attack.
Yeah, you guys just do your thing at this point. You guys are out of combat except for one dude, so let's redirect you. The archers are still shooting at that target, even though the guard mode, so it's a little bit annoying.
Ready for battle!
Take you guys out of the line, so just charge.
Odryssian
Set up
warriors!
here. Pull the general out, artillery. We'll just give the attack order.
Horsemen! Charge! We'll kill them all!
Trying to make sure my attack orders are actually on
Spears!
active units. They're around my phalanx here, so let's charge them. Of course, it's going to charge the center of the unit, not the edge, like I want.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, you guys are opening fire. Go ahead and let everyone fire at will in here.
Horsemen!
That's an actual unit, so let's pull back from that and send these guys over. Swords out here are getting a little bit surrounded. I know they're phalanx infantry, but they're out of formation. You guys go ahead and charge that.
One of our
Here.
units has used all its ammunition.
Just do your thing.
We hunger for blood and spears! Battle ready and eager!
Go ahead and try and form a little bit of a phalanx there. You guys are almost out of ammo and have actually
The battle
gotten
is
quite a
turning
few
in our
kills out
favor.
there. Archers start coming this direction. Oh, not like that, though. Start coming this direction, and we
We'll
will
kill them all!
hopefully just shoot their general to
Ready for
death.
battle! Battle ready and eager! Kill them all! Odryssian warriors! Battle ready and eager!
Warriors! Warriors, eager! Skirmishers!
Now!
You guys go ahead and keep
One of
using
our
your
units has
ammo
used all
just
its
for
ammunition.
the hell of it. Get a little bit of extra veterancy, and their general just broke, and that's it. Okay, so these elite hoplites do well enough. I mean, nothing too impressive, but, you know, getting 150 kills and only losing a couple of guys, that's pretty good. We don't really need the money, so we'll just execute them.
On the move, lads! Ready for battle!
Now, we can't send him across there because we don't own the settlement. Will we get reinforced? Yes, we do get the reinforcements. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve this one. And I don't want to raise it because we already have a lot of territory in this province, so we'll just go ahead and convert it. Now, it was this one and this one that are the good ones, right? Looks like it. Go ahead and do that, because we already have one of these here. We'll just destroy that. Don't really need it.
Ready for
Public order's looking great. Those guys should get some
Warriors,
replenishment. These guys will not get any. Let's start you guys moving back over here to get some replenishment as soon as possible.
Ready for battle.
And in between, we'll go ahead and patrol.
Be left behind.
Need as much replenishment as I can get in this army, and we'll give them some extra armor as well.
Move out.
You guys go ahead and patrol.
I don't care how tired you are.
You guys are still on your way back.
Starting out. Ready for orders.
Let's go ahead and improve this into a civil settlement, because we just want the public order for now. Realistically, I don't even need to tax this province. Oh, I'm not. Good job, me. Alright. So that is these usurpers dealt with. I really don't have a lot of food in this province, but I'd much rather not have that building. So we'll just go for the anti-banditry for now. Alright, now for the war with the Seleucids. How do we need to position our troops? Because that's going to be a really wide front. We do have a bit of a buffer zone over here. So we probably need to hit Tushpa. Yeah, so I think if we can take these 3 settlements in one go, that'll hurt them enough that we can then maybe just hold back at Tushpa, send the other armies over to clean up these 3 settlements, and then we can start working our way down. Assuming we can replenish fast enough for that to be an option. Yeah, Pergamon is starting to get some really high tier armies, and that is concerning to me. Carthage, I'm actually still not very worried about. A little bit worried, yeah, but not like super
What would
worried.
you have of me?
Go ahead and send this guy down here. Hopefully he has enough line of sight that he can keep an eye on both of those settlements at the same time. My fleet, they're not docked. We'll go ahead and just have them keep recruiting.
We need good, strong men.
It's an extra 300 gold per turn, but it is what it is. Pillagers are still just hanging out as a garrison force. So we'll maybe give him some city management skills. I do a closer look on my provinces to make sure things are squared away and we're not missing out on any available upgrades. Alright, so here, building has settled down, we've got things under control, we're at 6 food, 2 banditry, and a lot of the public order is coming from the army, or the characters in the army rather. We can upgrade this to get an extra 3 food, and then upgrade this to get a bunch of extra money, but a much larger public order penalty. Our food still won't be going down, so we can also upgrade this. Right? Yeah, we can upgrade this. Yeah, because if we were to take the army out of the city, that would be an extra plus 10 boost to public order, which would put us at plus 30. And since only 6 of that is coming from characters, we could definitely afford to have some public order hit over here. Scythia's got quite high banditry, so I don't want to make any more upgrades here yet. Scythia, Dacia. This place, everything's already maxed out for my technology levels. We're still waiting on some things to happen there. Food looks good, banditry looks good, public order looks okay. Income is not great, and that's probably mostly from these two, because we're losing 600 gold per turn. If we do that, then we lose 1,000 gold per turn in this province, so let's not upgrade that. Let's upgrade one of these first. Now that will give us an extra 9 food, which means we can actually convert this over to here and get some extra money. Up here we could do with a little more food. But otherwise things look okay. Down here we will just start the public order and growth, conversion. Banditry is insane in this province right now. Hellas, still high banditry. Somewhat low income. Let's go ahead and do that and this. I'll take a public order hit, but I think we can afford it. Okay, so we'll call that good for building. Now, I've just spent quite a lot of my treasury on buildings, but I shouldn't need to do much construction for the next few turns now. So I can hopefully build that back up quite rapidly. You know what, we'll even put you guys into patrol to get a little bit more income and a little bit more replenishment. Okay, the heir to the throne needs some more influence, but let's see if anyone else has become important recently. Yeah, we'll go ahead and marry her off now, why not? Go ahead and just give him the public order boost, it probably won't really matter. This guy's already got incredibly high authority. Like really, really high authority. But in any case, we'll keep throwing money at them and then end this turn. Because I don't think I need to do anything diplomatically. Okay, we're gonna have positive public order here sooner or later. Hopefully these guys can actually make it all the way up here and start recruiting this turn. Thank goodness they have just enough movement range. Now, annoyingly, we lost a whole ballista crew on one of our previous auto-resolves, so we have to re-recruit that. Looks like we kept our archer force, so let's go ahead and get some more heavy infantry in here.
for battle.
What on earth happened to this thing? What the heck? Why did this all of a sudden lose half of its crew? Did that happen at the end of that last battle and I just didn't notice? So confused by that. Let's go ahead and continue with the agricultural wealth. If we get enough food here, we can hopefully switch that into a trading port. You go ahead and come over here and get ready to spy. They're sending a half army over. And they have most of an army here. Plus 3, 4 fleets. Wow. That's actually dangerous, because with these they could definitely get an auto-resolve win against our cities, so I'm kind of hesitant to go to war with the Seleucids just because of those fleets for now. These guys can switch over to a fortified stance. Now down here, if that fleet would go away, we could probably take Syracuse. I don't know that we would keep it, but we could definitely at least sack it.
Warriors all!
This army is definitely not designed to be as successful in a siege battle, though. Latium is good on food, banditry, and public order. So we can upgrade one of these and convert the other one to try and boost our income. Because the income between the two, 150 wealth from agriculture versus 500 wealth from livestock. It's a pretty substantial difference. One of the disadvantages is that we lose our first class growth by doing the livestock. But we just have to accept that for the time being. Now, I've already spent enough to negate my entire turn's earnings.
Recruiting more ships for the
But
tribe!
we're going to recruit some ships anyway.
Warriors all!
Now, if those guys could get aggressive, we could maybe, with our army and this army, we could maybe take on these guys.
For the tribe!
So let's maybe pop in here and do a little bit of raiding. We can actually go right up to the border of their city and raid, because if they come out and chase us, we can just retreat.
We will hear the lamentation of their women!
Hopefully, at least. Now, which spies still need to move? Because I thought, yeah, I was going to say, I thought I had a couple of them doing some wandering.
I could do more.
Okay, we'll just go ahead and deploy him there.
Well met, how can I...
Make sure everyone else is good to go. The Fury
For orders!
back up to full strength immediately, which is nice. I mean, these cities, basically, if I can take these 3 cities, it'll cut off these. I mean, obviously they still have some access, but it'll basically cut off these 3 cities from their armies, so I can take those pretty easily at my own leisure. I probably need to send a spy down here and see what the Seleucids own in this direction. But I really need these fleets to be dealt with before I can be confident about any of my holdings. Just trying to think the best way to play this. Go ahead and pop Grumpy's Guard into here. Get a little bit of extra public order boost. There should be enough for us to continue replenishing.
Ready for battle! Get moving, you wretches! Ready for battle!
You know what? I maybe could just go over here and take Panormos instead. The danger of doing this is I can't retreat nearly as far. But let's go over here and just see what they've got.
Getting on our way! Journey completed.
Another fleet. My goodness gracious, Carthage. How many fleet? Or, I guess, not Carthage. Carthage, I only see 2 of their fleets. It's the Seleucids. I got the 2 mixed. I thought there were 4, plus these 2, all from the same faction.
Warriors all!
But this garrison and fleet would be a lot easier to take on.
For the tribe!
Of course, that said, I really don't have much to deal with their missiles. In any case, that's enough for this turn. Keep throwing money around to keep that loyalty up. I'll also spend a little bit of money to gather some support. It'll put the loyalty right back down, but I could do with increased influence. And we'll end the turn. Now, this is actually the exact kind of engagement I want against Carthage. Let's see what they've got in this army. So a lot of this looks like pretty crummy light African troops. Bunch of mercenaries as expected. Here's their heavy hitters. So it's mostly the elephants and these 2 units of cavalry that give me a little bit of concern. But I think between the Peltasts and the Peltasts, I can probably, well, and the fact that this is a spear army, I think I can take on the elephants well enough, so let's fight this. Oh, and these guys have javelins. Yeah, we can definitely survive the elephant charge. Let's not give them any sort of downhill bonus, though, even though that wouldn't end up being too significant for them. Let's keep our ranks kind of thick, so we can withstand a charge a little better.
Back, warriors!
Leave these guys on the flanks.
We hunger for blood!
Take the Peltasts out of fire at will. Yeah, what's going to be interesting about using this army is the... Actually, you know what? We'll keep these guys as our center.
All right!
What's going to be interesting about this army is it's heavily based on winning the flanks.
Thracian
Now let's see,
cavalry!
we'll stick this guy over here with these guys.
Spears! Thracian cavalry!
These 2 over here with these guys. Whoops, don't want all of you selected. We'll go ahead and keep the Peltasts right behind the front line for now. Hopefully when the elephants charge in, we can get a javelin toss. I was going to say, I thought I had 4 units of Peltasts. I just don't know how to click today. We'll maybe get a good javelin toss into the elephants, and then these guys will be mostly for going around the flanks and killing infantry. These spears cannot form square, which is a little unfortunate, but not particularly problematic.
Understood.
Alright, let's see how we go with this. Now, they did attack us. We could actually just sit here and wait.
Oh, that smell. They must be from the east with their spicy foods and camel shit. They never wash, and they wipe their arses with sand.
Hopefully those elephants get up here first. Okay, so it looks like they mostly just have a ton of light infantry, which I would assume all have javelins. These guys don't look like they have javelins, though. Do none of these guys have javelins? They're all holding their swords already. I mean, if they don't have javelins, we might be... Okay, these guys definitely do. We might be in a really, really good spot. Okay, let's reform again, just to keep our lines straight on with theirs.
Odryssian cavalry!
Now, you guys move up here
As you
together,
say.
and we'll see if we can catch one of their cavalry units and get rid of it early.
Ready yourselves! Battle ready and eager!
Looks like the cavalry is starting to separate. You guys need to be on fire at will, which you are.
Spear infantry at your command! Odryssian cavalry! Loose!
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that, and then just pull them back.
At the double! Orders!
Hopefully pull them straight to the spears. If not, then they're just going to take all of the javelin fire.
Riders!
You guys get ready to go out there.
Speed! Quick march!
Okay, Peltus, we're going to put you on fire at will so that that first volley crap.
Ready for orders!
That's exactly how I didn't want that to go.
Orders!
You guys pull out of it. You guys engage, even though you're going to die.
Cavalry!
One of our units has used all its
Get the
ammunition.
spears to reform a little bit.
We hunger
You guys come around this direction. Everyone throw your javelins as fast as you can into those elephants.
armed warriors!
Peltus, don't use any more than one volley.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
The ready! Thracian cavalry!
Okay, these guys are actually doing remarkably well. Well, they were doing remarkably well. Now that we've got the spears in, we should do a lot better. These guys might break and run, but that's okay.
Cavalry!
Okay, we do need to get some attack orders in.
Battle ready!
Oh,
Stop orders!
you guys kill the elephants. You guys kill whatever's in front of
Thracian warriors!
you. Okay, Peltus, time to move out to the flanks. I might need to slow this down a little bit. See, this is what I'm talking about. You get the spears on the backside,
Thracian cavalry!
and then you can just annihilate them. Okay, we'll put these guys on skirmish mode and have them actually start hitting the phalanx infantry.
Missile warriors!
Peltus, move out to the side. Cavalry, I've done this exactly wrong.
Thracian
Get
warriors!
you guys over here to help out.
Riders!
Go this way.
Yes! Spearmen ready! Warriors!
You guys should have already used your ammo,
What curse you? Thracian cavalry!
right? You guys get over here, get on skirmish mode, start doing that. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so bad at micro.
Warriors ready!
Okay, cavalry, turn around and charge them. Infantry, get out there and help. You guys waste their spears. You guys kill that unit. You guys get over here and get ready to help kill that unit because they're in a bad spot.
One of our
right
units
now.
has used all its ammunition.
Thracian cavalry! We have
Okay, that's more like the engagement I want. You guys can reform.
missiles ready! Warriors, commander! We obey! Warriors!
Losing decisive. Oh, just losing. Okay, I was gonna say, holy cow. Peltus, get moving real quick. You guys are still using your ammo. guys get a charge in there, see what happens.
Heavy cavalry!
Spear infantry at your command.
Thracian warriors! Move it! Missile
Must have had a
warriors!
misclick there.
Skirmishers! Orders! One curse you! Deadly missile!
Okay.
Warriors
Time to move
eager
these
for
guys up to the
blood!
front. Those elephants are still kicking. Holy cow. Yeah, the guys going up against the elephants are struggling a little bit.
Spears are yours!
Thracian
You
cavalry.
guys got your charge. Now pull back. Peltists. Get some of these light troops.
Orders! One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready!
Still dealing with these
Thracian
guys.
warriors! We will pierce their hearts! Battle
Okay,
ready!
you guys flip around. Actually, finish off those elephants. We won't just kill them completely.
Ready! Battle ready and eager!
Go ahead and get a charge there. Now these spears need to be replaced by the general. So let's put the general in there, get him in a phalanx, and then we'll charge on him. Elephants are dealt with. You guys back off.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You guys wrap them up. You guys pull out. You guys should be just about out of ammo, so get up here and
Cavalry.
get them on the flank.
Warriors
General,
eager
get
for
into
blood!
phalanx, round,
Gotcha!
do a war cry over here.
We'll kill them all!
Move into that group. You guys drop back.
Ready to ride!
Thracian cavalry.
Missiles ready!
You guys just go ahead and get in the melee. You guys recharge.
Our general is under attack.
Redirect, hit that guy.
Axe warriors! Spears!
Okay, things are looking good on our left flank.
Ready for battle! Move it! Battle ready! Spears!
Things are looking okay elsewhere.
Skirmishers! Thracian warriors! Spears! Battle ready!
Actually, you guys just turn around.
Axes! Thracian warriors!
Here, deal with that. Spears, you can get back in the fight now.
Cavalry!
You guys turn around and try and get a little bit of a counter charge here.
Spears! Thracian warriors!
That unit broke just by us existing next to them. My Peltists are actually winning slightly, which is remarkable to me.
Thracian cavalry.
Pull you guys out of it, you guys keep fighting. Okay, these guys can go ahead and stay in.
Ready!
You guys turn around.
We hunger for blood and battle!
You get some of their units out of the fight.
Spears! Ready for battle! Spears!
You guys go this direction, everyone over here. Just keep
Thracian
moving.
cavalry.
See if you can kill the general.
Skirmishers.
You guys have dealt with your target.
The battle is turning in our favor.
You guys actually need to get through to the middle here.
Spears! Cut orders!
Thracian cavalry.
Riders!
It's
Warriors! We'll kill them all!
okay, so this army does okay against Carthage, as long as they're not up against too many hoplites. Okay, everyone start pushing your charges.
Warriors ready!
Go completely the wrong
Bloody move! Our spears are yours! Kill!
Okay. Guess everybody, let's go ahead and just do that. And let this play out for a little while and get those extra kills. Take these guys out for the next just have an attack. A bunch of my mans. Oh, he took him down. He's beating up my dude, and you're just watching. It's okay, this guy is the man. Alright, so dreadfully bad micromanagement. But we won. Somehow the general actually managed to survive that, but we got rid of the elephants. Got rid of everything else except for this one unit of Sacred Band. I don't want to get too, like... I don't want Carthage to be too angry at me, so I'm kind of tempted to release their captives. Because the more angry they are, the less likely they'll want to peace out, and I might need to get peace at some point in the future. But they attacked me. I'm actually not going to help these guys. You know what? Yeah, I am. Because if they take this city, then I don't need this army up here to play defense. I will say, though, for a relatively cheap army, these guys did really, really well. We'll just auto-resolve that. That one might be kind of fun to fight, but let's just auto-resolve it. My troops are going to do most of the work, but whatever. Didn't really take many casualties, so that's nice. We'll go ahead and just execute.
We are a mighty people.
Alright, well, I think that's enough to call it good for this episode.
Get moving! Ready for further orders.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and end it here, and we will catch you guys in the next one.